What is going on, guys? Brad here for Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Mariners versus Blue Jays game going down on Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Before I get into the free pick, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description of this video. It'll say Brad's best picks. You can also find all my plays there. That includes my $25 play of the day, which is my best pick every single day. Well, let's get right into this one. Toronto Blue Jays. What happened? What happened, man? You worked so hard to get that one seed. You worked so hard to get that home field advantage. And you dropped the two games at home. Going against Bryce Miller, the Mariners' weakest link. And then, you did drop a game to Logan Gilbert. Can't be mad at that. But are the Blue Jays cooked, man? Unfortunately, I think they might be. I will say, though, if you are a Blue Jays fan, if you want to try to look at the positives moving forward this series, the Mariners have been really good on the road this season. Like, if you look at the Mariners' batting splits, they've been much better hitting the ball on the road than at home. It does make sense because T-Mobile Park is a very pitcher-friendly ballpark. It is not easy to hit the ball or score runs in that ballpark. But the Mariners have been elite playing away from Seattle. So maybe if you're a Toronto fan, this is probably going to be a lower scoring game. And in that type of matchup, it could be anyone's game. I guess you could look at it that way, but that's brutal. You had to at least get out of Toronto 1-1. You had to win that game 1 against Bryce Miller. And I'm going to keep it real, man. I took the Blue Jays game 1 and I took the Blue Jays game 2. So yeah, I'm right there with you, Blue Jays fans. These boys are letting us down. They've been able to hit the ball so damn well all season long, and the bats have went ice cold when they need the bats to be hot the most. I mean, let's look at these box scores from game 1 and game 2. Game 1, they only put up 1 run. And like I said, Bryce Miller was pitching. Bryce Miller went 6 innings against them. And then game 2, they put up 3, but the Mariners put up 10. Absolutely smoked that Toronto pitching staff. So it's gross. It's bad. For this one, it's not going to get easier for the Mariners. The Mariners are rolling with their ace, George Kirby. I think it's fair to say George Kirby is the Mariners' ace. They have so many guys, whether it's Castillo, Gilbert, Brian Wu, Kirby. I think the fact that Kirby pitched in that game against Scooball tells you that, this is the guy they're most confident in. And I'm not mad at saying that either. I mean, in his 2 postseason starts this season, gave up 2 through 5 innings against the Tigers, and then gave up 1 earned in that game 5 against the Tigers as well. He pitched 5 innings in that game. So he's been great. His strikeout stuff has been nasty. I really don't see this being the game where the Blue Jays bats open up. I truly don't. If they weren't able to hit in Toronto where they've been so great this season, I don't think they're gonna immediately get hot and start hitting off George Kirby and T-Mobile Park. Like, I just don't. That just doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. You do the equation, and it doesn't add up. On the other hand, though, you do got Shane Bieber on the mound for Toronto, and I like Shane Bieber. I think having him back in this rotation was huge for this team this postseason. We'll see if it means anything, but I think Shane Bieber is able to limit Toronto or able to limit Seattle when it comes to a hitting perspective. And like I said, the Mariners haven't been as great hitting the ball at home than on the road. So I'm going to take an under. Right now I'm recording this at 7. I love this. I think it's going to be a 3-2 type game. If anything, the worst case scenario, we might push with like a 3-4, a 5-2, something like that. But I could easily see this being a 3-2, 1-2, 3-0, like one of those. It's going to be one of those games. So I'm putting my trust in George Kirby, and I'm putting my trust in Shane Bieber as well, pitching at the most pitcher-friendly ballpark in the league. So, guys, give me under here. When it comes to a side, I mean, what's the odds on the Mariners right now? It's minus 130. Can't believe I'm doing it, but if I had to bet a side on this game, I would still take the Blue Jays. You guys may think I'm crazy, but back against the wall, must-win game, and what should be a lower-scoring game, I think either team could win this one. Once the bullpens get involved, I can see either team winning this one. So, guys, lean Toronto. Y'all may think I'm crazy. Lean Toronto, but my favorite play in this game is going to be the under. Appreciate you watching this. Drop a like. Drop in the comments who you're taking in this game. I'm curious to see who you guys have. Check out my $25 play of the day. Like I said, that is my best pick every single day. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'm going to catch you on the next one.